In this video we will study the heating effect of electric current. Now in our everyday life we are using at different places the electricity. Without that we cannot imagine our life. If we want to classify the uses of electricity, we can classify broadly them into three categories: heating effect of electric current, magnetic effect of electric current, and chemical effect of electric current. Magnetic effect we will use in the electric motors, chemical effect we will use in electroplating. This chemical effect we will study in the higher classes. Now what is the heating effect of electric current? So when electric current passes in an electric bulb, this is an example. When we pass electric current in an electric bulb, then what happens? Some amount of the electrical energy it converts into the heat energy and the bulbs get heated, and due to this the filament of bulb glows and it converts into the light energy. So what is the heating effect? When electric current flows through a metallic conductor, it gets heated after some time because some amount of electrical energy is converted into the heat energy is known as the heating effect of electric current. Now we try to understand the reason. What is the reason that electric current flows through a conductor, then it converts some amount of electrical energy into heat energy? Suppose this is a conductor, it is connected with a battery, and this is the switch. In this conductor, as we switch on, the electron starts movement. Where electron moves? They moves towards the higher potential. During the movement through the conductor, these electrons they collide with the atoms which are present in the conductor, or they have to overcome the resistance of the conductor. In this process the loss of energy takes place, and this lost energy converts into the heat energy, and thus heating of the conductor takes place. So that is the reason of the heating effect of the electric current. Now what are the factors on which this heating effect depend, or the heat depends? Factors on which heat depends. So again, suppose we have a conductor and we have connected it with a battery to produce the potential difference. Plug key is there. The resistance of this conductor is R, and the time for which the current flows is T. So the amount of charge, that is Q, we know it is IT. This is the first equation. Now we know that the potential, electric potential or potential difference V is equal to W upon Q, right? So W is, this is the second equation, W is equal to V into Q. So we will write W is equal to VQ. This is the W is equal to, VQ. This is the third equation. Now substituting the value of Q into this third equation, what we will get? W is equal to, we will get V, at the place of Q we will keep, so we will get an formula W is equal to VIT. This is important formula. Now in this work done, it converts into the heat. So at the place of W we can write H is equal to VIT. This also we can write because this is the amount of heat generated in the conductor. Now by Ohm's law, what we will do? We will substitute the value of this V is equal to IR. So by putting this value here, we will get H is equal to IR IT. So I and I, it is I square RT. H, so another formula, H is equal to I square RT. This is known as the Joule's law of heating. So what Joule's law of heating says, when electric current passes through a conductor, some amount of electrical energy converts into the heat energy. This heat energy is directly proportional to the square of the current. So this heat energy is directly proportional to the square of the current. This heat energy is directly proportional to the resistance of the conductor, and this heat energy is directly proportional to the time up to which the electric current flows through the conductor. So when we combine all these three, then we will get H is equal to I square RT. This is the Joule's law of heating. Now again, in this formula, again if we will substitute the value of I by Ohm's law, I is equal to V upon R. So by substituting this value, H is equal to I square RT. By substituting this value I here, H is equal to, we will get V square upon R square into RT. This RT we have written here at the place of I, V upon R, it is square, so we have written V square upon R square. 1 R to 1 R cancel. So what we will get? We will get V square upon RT. This is another formula of the heat produced by a conductor. So these are the three formulas. First is H is equal to VIT. Second is H is equal to I square RT, which is Joule's law of heating. And the third is H is equal to V square T upon R. These formula we will use in different numericals. Now that's all for today. In the next video we will study about the applications of the heating effect.